Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 land battle action where we have a little bit of an interesting 3v3 for you here. Well, because as you can see, it is an extremely small land battle. Very, very tiny. Which, well, this should prove to be kind of interesting, shouldn't it? Only 6 minutes and 52 seconds. This one has been sent in to us by Eric. And as always, let us go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, over here on the left or right side of the battlefield, depending on which way you're looking, we have Eric playing as Odrysian Kingdom right here in the middle. We have Billy T. Sherm playing as Saba, and then we have Starkiller 556 playing as Seleucid. Over yonder here, we have Robert Baratheon playing as Swaby, Lamore 103 playing as Bactria, and KR 2004 playing as Armenia. I'm going to go over what we can see here, and then we'll go right around to their army comps over here. Bactria is bringing, at least for what we can see, as a general, a Indian armored elephant. From what we can see from Armenia, 2 units of Eastern Bowmen, 1 Eastern Axe Warrior, and then we also have Eastern Cataphracts. And then, of course, we can't see anything else from Swaby or Armenia, or Bactria, even for that matter, if they had brought anything else. Saba is bringing those dromedaries of doom, Marib Camel Cataphracts and Sabian Camel Cataphracts across the board. Odrysian Kingdom is bringing some Thracian nobles who have been jacked up a wee bit with double and single bronze chevron. And then Seleucid is bringing an Indian armored elephant, mercenary Syrian armored elephant, and 1 unit of horse skirmishers. So, all right, this should be interesting. Keep in mind, too, that the Thracian nobles, Thracian warriors, and mercenary falksmen get a hidden bonus against cavalry units because of these big old meat cleavers here that they got. Look at these things. Perfect for slicing off a horse's neck. I guess if you have the required amount of inertia to actually do that. But yeah. Big long pointy swords, good for getting rid of horses. I guess you would probably use them against their legs, wouldn't you? Just sidestep and slice. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, as I usually do. So, like I said, 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in this battle replay. Let's get it on. So, very interesting here. Like, super small, fun land battles are definitely interesting. They force you to make choice decisions. Oh, we can see some more Bactria here. Looks like we got some thorax swords coming up. Possibly that might be all, too. But yeah, really forces you to micro a bit more, and also rely, of course, on your allies quite a bit. Oh, we got some, what else do we have? Persian light archers. I would say, no, Thracian nobles have some pretty decent armor, so they might be okay. Ooh, we can see some of Swaby here now. We have 2 units of berserkers, Wodzan spears, spear levy, and sword masters. And noble cataphracts and eastern cataphracts. So the sword masters and the berserkers definitely could be a giant. 2 units of berserkers, 2 for that matter, could be potentially a giant problem here. Let's see. Horse skirmishers getting close. Oh, big for the horse skirmishers, making these Indian armored elephants go crazy. And they're just going to start to trample some of their own men. What else do we have? Bactrian hillmen. Archers retreating back into the woods to try and stay protected. Horse skirmishers falling back. Elephants moving around quickly around the wings of Armenia. And, oh, we have some horse runners here. They are, I believe, skirmishers, so they got to be a little bit careful. Looks like he's going to pull back. Saba's looking for something to go after, and we have the Odrysian Kingdom charging forward with their Thracian nobles. Javelins coming forward here. Keep going, keep going. Oof. Huge charge. Oh no! And here come the elephants to charge right into the rear of these Thracian nobles, but they're going to turn right around, countercharge, hopefully get something off on them. Oh, but look at them just get absolutely knocked back into oblivion. Seleucid's Indian armored Indian armored elephant general is coming around to, but he is out of control. Thorax swords are just having a terrible time. Meanwhile, the both generals are out of control at the moment, and they're just going to waffle stomp both friend and foe alike. But it looks like Bactria's general is getting absolutely destroyed by these horse skirmishers. Well placed by Seleucid horse skirmishers to get rid of these elephants. Keep in mind, too, actually, I'm going to slow it down for a second here. If you really want to dispatch elephants as quickly as possible, yes, archers definitely work, but javelins work best. Big pointy sticks definitely get the job done a lot better than arrows do. Mercenary Syrian armored elephants having a hell of a day over here. 227 kills so far, getting into the mix of the Eastern bowmen and the Persian light archers. They are out of control. 18 out of 24 men left in this unit, but they're just going to continue to stomp down on all of these units right here, actually. Probably going to get into the Axe Warriors, definitely obviously getting into the Spear Levy, the Wodan Spears, and they're just having a terrible time. Meanwhile, the Sabian Camel Cataphracts from Saba are manhandling the Berserkers here and the Sword Masters as well. Noble Cataphracts going to try and help out as much as they possibly can, but the Berserkers are losing. No surprise, they have absolutely no armor, so they're going to take charges pretty heavily. Looks like they're doing what they can over here to keep these Syrian elephants out of control, but again, that doesn't always bode well, especially when there are so many units for them to turn around and go after, but it does not appear. Down to 16, they lost 2 more. Horse runners falling back, 69 kills, or 69 men left, nice. But if they don't make it in time, how do I want to word this? They're coming back. But if they cross this red line, even if they're wavering, they're done for. They're not going to come back. Horse skirmishers having a pretty good day over here. Meanwhile, Adrisian Kingdom is still holding on. A lot beat up, I should say, actually. But they're doing what they can. Seleucid's general is still out of control, but Bactria's general only has 2 men left. And when I say 2, I actually mean 1 elephant, because they count the elephant and the rider as 2. Doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense, but whatever. Saba's also in here in the mix. I think that the camels do actually scare the elephants. Whether or not that's true, I'm not entirely sure. I wish that you could have seen Bactria's unipard manner before they... Actually, you might be able to see it still. It doesn't say... Come on. It doesn't say that they're scared, so maybe it doesn't work against them. But camels do inflict a fear-based debuff against infantry units. Actually, I'm curious. I wonder if the nation you're fighting against has camels in their roster, will their infantry then not be afraid of camels? Who knows? Anyway. Bactria is getting beat up. Their general is dead, and so are actually all of their thorax swords. Persian light archers are on their way out as they continually get rear charged by the Sabian Camel Cataphracts. These Persian light archers over here aren't doing too hot either. They're going to get stomped down by the Indian armored elephant general. Marib Camel Cataphracts, say that 5 times fast, coming in for a nice giant charge against these berserkers who are not in a tight, cohesive formation, so they're going to take even more, in my opinion at least, damage. Swordmaster's not doing too hot. They've only lost 6 guys so far, but they only have 38 kills, and oh no! Huge charge from these elephants coming right on into the sides, and they're just going to smash on down these Swordmasters and Berserkers. And yeah, Berserker's probably not the best choice to go with here, but to each their own. Sabian Camel Cataphracts doing what they can against the noble Cataphracts here, but yeah, they're not going to last too much longer, especially since there's only 5 guys left. Eastern Axe Warriors retreating, but they will probably come back at some point. Horse skirmishers still fighting over here, taking on some Eastern Cataphracts, going to ride away and also get a charge in on the Eastern Bowmen as well. And honestly, I think, let's see, what's their melee defense? 44 compared to 19. I definitely think, if left in combat, that the horse skirmishers probably would be able to do pretty well against the Eastern Cataphracts, especially since there's only 36 of them left and there's 62 of the horse skirmishers left. And they've actually managed to get themselves a silver chevron as well. But for all intents and purposes, this is over. Quick, bloody, and lots of fun to watch too, actually. There goes the Armenian general. Eastern Axe Warriors coming back a little too late, unfortunately. The last of, well, whoever was over here is gone now. Odrysian Kingdom still alive, 125 and 194 kills for the 2 units that remind, what am I, Australian? Or New Zealand? New Zealandish? That's it. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, definitely with these tiny land battles, you have to be even more acutely aware of your flanks. I mean, we saw it in the woods when we zoomed in on the Thracian nobles, pardon me, going for that charge against the thorax swords, and then as we were zooming along the battle line, we could see those Bactrian Indian armored elephants coming in for a nice little rear charge. So you have to be aware. If you do these small little land battles, you got to be aware of what's going on. All right. So it's so funny just to see 3 unit guards. Eric getting 381 kills, 195 for his general, 125 and 61 for the 2 other Thracian nobles. Billy T. Sherm, 448, 160, 41, 160 for the Marib Camel Cataphracts. Sabian Camel Cataphracts, 41, 93, and 154. And then Starkiller, 556, 901 kills, 375, 432 for the elephants, and then 94 for the horse skirmishers. Well done. I didn't actually expect them to last that long. Robert Baratheon, you poor boy, only 96 kills, 49 for the general, 3 for the horse runners, 8 and 20 for the berserkers, and 9 and 7 for his spear units, spear levy, and the loads on spears. Lamort, 103 with 319 kills, 166 for the elephants, 4 and 34 for the Persian light archers, 19 for the Bactrian hillmen, 35 and 43 for the thorax swords. Honestly, I think he would have been better if instead of taking the archers, he brought Thurio spears with him instead. Still would have had range capabilities, and you would have been able to do better against the camel cataphracts and even the elephants too, because you would have been able to use your javelins against the elephants. Remember what I said, javelins are better than arrows and slings, or slingers, any day of the week. I mean, you have to look at it this way. Javelins have more heft to them than arrows and little tiny lead bullets do. So, and then KR 2004. Oh, you dirty dog, you. Well, it didn't really matter now, did it? When I read Eastern Axe Warriors, I thought, like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. And so this is from the Rise of the Republic campaign. Right? No, Empire Divided, I believe. And people will go out of the way to pick Armenia because it's the same symbol as Vanilla Rome for their faction banner. So, like, you get into the game and then you don't realize it until, like, the very end when you're at this page. Didn't matter, though, now did it? 212 kills for him, 91 and 45, not 85. I'm trying to give him double. 0 and 0 for the Eastern Bowmen, 10 and 66 for the Eastern Axe Warriors. And that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was quick. I really do like these quick little land battles, though. They are lots of fun. And again, you have to be more aware of what's going on around you. And you have to rely on your teammates a little bit more, too, because you only have X amount of units to use. So teamwork and being aware of your surroundings. That's what it takes to win with these tiny little land. that is it for me today, guys. And with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.